Hey there, my name is Bill Marion, and this is A Nose for Life. Cocoa Beach is a vibrant gem on Florida's Space Coast, renowned for its soft sandy shores, consistent waves, and laid-back coastal charm. This iconic destination offers a perfect blend of relaxation and adventure. It's the surfing capital of the East Coast, and because of its proximity to Cape Canaveral and its historic connection to Kennedy Space Center, Cocoa Beach is a part of the Space Coast. In fact, from Cocoa Beach, you can watch rockets light up the sky. The beach's lively yet welcoming vibe, coupled with its natural beauty, make it a haven for families, surfers, and space enthusiasts alike. We've been visiting Cocoa Beach for decades, and over the years, we've heard a rumor or two from the locals about mysterious lights in the sky, secret government agents, and some juicy conspiracies. Now, we've made a Cocoa Beach facts video a couple of years ago, but in this video, I'm sharing some myths, rumors, and conspiracies about one of the best beach destinations on the East Coast, Cocoa Beach. As always, I've left links in the description, and don't forget, we try to respond to all comments. So go ahead and click the like button, and let's get started.
I'll give you the light of the moon and a ship to sail across the ocean. Come join me soon, I'll be waiting.
Cocoa Beach's geography includes 37 canals and 17 miles of channels, some created by dredging mud and sand from the Banana River to build residential areas. A rumor persists that many Cocoa Beach homes sit on artificial land dredged from the Banana River, making the town geologically unstable. Dredging to form residential lots is a common practice in coastal Florida. This process built much of Cocoa Beach's waterfront real estate. The rumor of geological instability likely stems from concerns about erosion, sinkholes, or sea level rise, which are valid worries in low-lying Florida. However, no major studies confirm widespread instability in Cocoa Beach specifically. Critics argue that dredging may have altered natural water flows. This could weaken some areas. But supporters note that the town's infrastructure has held up for decades. Could shifting sands expose vulnerabilities, or is this just fear-mongering?
If you're safe from time, I'll make
Cocoa Beach is a part of the Space Coast. Did you really think this list wasn't going to include something about UFOs? Of course it does. Cocoa Beach boomed in the 1960s due to NASA's space program. NASA employees and their families flocked to Cocoa Beach, and astronauts were treated like celebrities. Cocoa Beach is forever tied with the history and future of space exploration. So Cocoa Beach is no stranger to UFO buzz. Back in 1962, people spotted a glowing disc hovering over the Atlantic, zipping around in ways no plane could. Then in 1987, surfers saw a silent triangular object skimming the water, shining bright. Now fast forward to 2019. Residents noticed flickering, color-changing lights in a triangle formation, nothing like any aircraft or stars. In 2024, beachgoers reported mysterious orange orbs off the coast, floating silently before vanishing into the night. These eerie sightings keep locals and tourists alike wondering what's out there in Cocoa Beach's skies. Are these sightings just swamp gas or misidentified flares? Or is NASA hiding cosmic secrets in Cocoa Beach's backyard? Tell us what you think in the comments. In full disclosure, I've probably been to Florida 100 times. My wife Carolyn was born and raised in Florida, but I've never seen an armadillo in Florida. But I guess for everyone else, armadillos are a common sight. But they're not native to the Sunshine State. Back in the 1920s, a Cocoa Beach developer named Gus Edwards reportedly brought armadillos from Texas to a Cocoa Zoo. It's rumored that their release or escape started Florida's wild armadillo population. And this story aligns with historical efforts to promote tourism through exotic attractions. And biologists confirm that armadillos arrived in Florida around the early 20th century, likely through human introduction. But evidence tying Cocoa Beach's zoo directly to their statewide proliferation is thin. Could Edwards Zoo be the origin of Florida's armadillo invasion? Or is this just a quirky local legend? Some Cocoa Beach residents speculate that the government uses facilities at Cape Canaveral, just north of Cocoa Beach, for weather control experiments. This includes claims that rocket launches or advanced technologies at Kennedy Space Center manipulate hurricanes and tropical storms. The theory suggests these manipulations could control tourism revenue, property markets, or federal disaster funding in coastal areas like Cocoa Beach. And it turns out a lot of Floridians think the government is controlling the weather. Senate Bill 56 was drafted, then filed in November of 2024 following the hurricane season. The purpose of the bill is to restrict weather modification activities. And this past April, the same bill was placed on the special order calendar. And I have to point out that it is possible to modify the weather to a limited extent through techniques like cloud seeding. About a decade ago, this fact was still being called a conspiracy. Now it's common knowledge that there are over 50 countries, including the US, that use cloud seeding to modify local weather. But I can't find anything about having the ability to control a hurricane. If you know something, tell us about it in the comments. A persistent local whisper in Cocoa Beach claims the town's sunny shores and quiet neighborhoods hide a secret. It's a clandestine retirement hub for former CIA agents and relocated witnesses from the Witness Protection Program. The rumor suggests that the town's unassuming vibe, proximity to Cape Canaveral, and laid-back surf culture make it the perfect cover for ex-spies and protected informants to blend in. Some locals swear they've spotted suspiciously fit retirees with vague backstories or overheard cryptic conversations at beachside restaurants. And the myth gained traction due to Florida's history as a base for CIA operations, like the 1960s Bay of Pigs training, and the idea that Cocoa Beach's small size and tourist traffic provide the ideal anonymity. So is Cocoa Beach just a surf town, or a secret hideout for spies and snitches? One of the things that Carolyn and I love about Cocoa Beach is that it retains a 1960s retro vibe, with old hotels, unchanged streets, and a resistance to modernization, giving the impression it's stuck in time. Some see this as a deliberate choice to preserve charm and attract tourists seeking a retro escape. Others argue it reflects economic stagnation or resistance to developers' high-rise ambitions. Recent renovations to the Cocoa Beach Pier show some change, but the town's core vibe remains vintage. Is Cocoa Beach proudly preserving its golden era, or is it trapped in a time warp? Now listen, if you visit Cocoa Beach a lot, or if you live there, you've got to weigh in on this one. It could be that the whole town is frozen in time, it's just that the people don't know it. You tell me. Local fishermen and divers near Cocoa Beach have occasionally reported unusual underwater vibrations or sounds in the Atlantic, distinct from typical marine activity. These mysterious sounds, described as low hums or pulses, intrigue Cocoa Beach's maritime community. Possible explanations include natural phenomena like underwater currents, marine life, or geological activity. However, some speculate about secret military tests, given the region's proximity to Cape Canaveral and Space Force Station. The lack of clear answers fuels curiosity. Are these vibrations just nature at work, or do they hint at hidden underwater operations? Off the coast of Cocoa Beach, there have been reports of rogue waves, sudden massive waves appearing without warning, even in calm conditions, distinct from storm surges or hurricane waves. In 2019, a surfer reported to a Cocoa Beach surf shop a 15 to 20 foot wave that nearly capsized a fishing boat on an otherwise mild day. Rogue waves were once considered maritime myths, but now they're recognized as a rare but real phenomenon caused by wave interference, currents, and underwater topography. But are rogue waves a regular occurrence near Cocoa Beach? If you live on the beach or visit the beach often, have you ever seen something like this? Let us know in the comments. Surfers and beachgoers in Cocoa Beach have reported brief, unexplained flashes of white or greenish light on the ocean's surface at night, distinct from bioluminescence, boats, or aircraft. These sporadic flashes, lasting a fraction of a second, appear in surf forums and local discussions, especially near the Cocoa Beach Pier. These fleeting lights spark intrigue, with theories ranging from atmospheric reflections to underwater phenomena. Unlike bioluminescence, which glows steadily, these flashes are abrupt and rare. Possible causes include phosphorescent plankton, electrical discharge, or even distant lightning. Yet their proximity to the pier and lack of consistent explanations invite speculation about submerged tech or extraterrestrial activity, especially given Cocoa Beach's UFO lore. So what do you think? Are these flashes mere optical illusions, or do they reveal something hidden beneath the waves? Surfers and fishermen use sandbars. Sandbars are critical for surfers because they shape and enhance wave formation. Essentially, sandbars create rideable waves. Fishermen target sandbars because they act as natural hubs for marine life. Cocoa Beach's shoreline has experienced unusual incidents where sandbars, used by surfers and fishermen, vanish abruptly without clear explanation, only to reappear days or weeks later. In 2020, a surf shop owner reported that a well-known sandbar south of Cocoa Beach Pier disappeared overnight after calm weather. Now, sandbars are dynamic, but typically stable in Cocoa Beach, making their sudden disappearance interesting. The 2020 event baffled locals as no storms or dredging were reported. Oceanographers have a solid explanation for the sandbar's sudden disappearance. It's rare, but their explanation works. But what makes the situation more baffling is that the sandbar came back in the same amount of time it took to disappear. Is this some unknown natural cycle, or does it point to unseen forces at play? You decide. Cocoa Beach is one of the best beaches on the East Coast, and it's our favorite beach to visit. It never disappoints. And here's the truth. When it comes to Cocoa Beach, there just aren't that many fantastical conspiracies. It's a great vacation destination that maintains its small-town charm. I want to thank you so much for watching this video. Here are a few videos I know you'll enjoy. My name is Bill Marion, and this is A Nose for Life.